A viewer in Denver's Country Club neighborhood called Steve on your side, asking us to help solve a bit of a mystery.
They found land survey marks all over their neighborhood with pro-Trump political signage. Those messages were stamped right on them. So joining us now, 9 News consumer investigator Steve Stager started asking about them. And since then, the city removed one, but said they aren't sure who's responsible.
Yeah, these appear to be professional land survey marks, but unlike others, they include no information about who placed them there, which appears to violate state regulations. All that's snapped on them, the phrase 2024 Trump or let's go Brandon, a coded phrase about former President Joe Biden.
Now here today, I'm just doing a property survey.
Imagine our luck setting out to investigate suspicious land survey marks and bumping into a land surveyor willing to talk.
I noticed the little markers out there with some very political messages on them.
Johnny Bayer says these markers near 4th and Gilpin in the Country Club neighborhood aren't his, and he's not sure whose they are.
I looked down and see Trump on there. I was a little surprised by that. Look a little bit closer, and then FJB, which I think we know what that means.
In case you don't, it's kind of like fudge Joe Biden, but you don't say fudge. Other markers include those 3 letters and the message, let's go Brandon, which is also code for fudge Joe Biden.
I was surprised, and I kind of thought it was a little funny. I imagined the surveyor putting them down there thinking, oh, this is probably a rich liberal neighborhood. I'll stick it to the liberals.
A viewer who lives nearby told us about this one, and we asked the city about it. They said they didn't know who put it there, and they very quickly sent someone out to rip it out. Then we found more around the block.
Very odd. I guess in this day's political climate, it's maybe not, but in the surveying world, it is very odd.
Tim Birch is the executive director of the National Society of Land Surveyors.
The brand of the masonry nail and the type of marking that it is, that's typically something done by a professional land surveyor.
Birch says whoever's putting these out there appears to be breaking a state regulation.
You're supposed to have your registration number, so somebody could reach out to you and question what this point is all about.
Like these survey marks we found nearby, registration numbers and even a company name. Though Birch doubts regulators would take any action.
It's not racist, misogynist, sexist, whatever. It's just a popular saying. And so I don't know that there would really be any ramifications. But it is a little bit disturbing that they would go to those lengths.
So Birch says those marks would be really hard to trace since they're control points for a survey job, which tend to be proprietary information for land surveyors. A spokeswoman for Denver's Department of Transportation and Infrastructure told us they were unable to ascertain who placed them there. But maybe you know. Steve on your side at 9news.com. Be interesting to just talk about it. It's a very small political sign, basically. Hard to tell if anybody noticed it until this viewer who was just walking through the neighborhood and looked down and said, wait a minute, that's not what that's supposed to say.
Kudos to that viewer. I mean, there's always so much stimulation around you. You're walking the dog, walking with the stroller with the kids or something. I don't think I would have ever seen that.
I know. You have to really look because, I mean, it's only like 1 inch to 3 inches, I think, is the typical size of those markers. So just something to keep your eyes peeled for, I guess.
Neighborhood mystery. Somebody knows something.
Let's go, Brandon. I haven't heard that in a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
Right? I'm like, I didn't know that was still a thing, but okay. All right.
Steve, thank you.
Yep, no problem.